Hi everybody, I'm Zilla, Blitz, and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. It's a big day. We have a new wheel in the house, Logitech G920, and pedals and everything. They're metal, and I've got it all set up, and we're going to take it for its first drive and see how it responds here. Now, with the 1.44 update, we got sent back down to Toulouse. So we're going to pick up these medical vaccines and take them up to Bourges. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but that will give us a city that we have yet to visit in Euro Truck Simulator 2. So it will kind of head us towards our achievement of getting all the cities in France. So we'll get this going here. It's been a while since I've played. Excited to get back to it. Life and work have been a little bit busy now, but whoops. Now it did take me a while to set up this wheel, and I've noticed a few things here. Let's get that in gear. First is that the brake is a little bit more of a, you have to really press the brake on this 920. I'm curious if other people have it and how they like it and things like that. One of the other things I've noticed is that looking left and right, I'm not sure if you saw in some of the earlier videos, but whoops. Okay, this is a little bit of a struggle here. Got to turn. Wow, this is a lot of turning. I think I might want to make it a little bit more sensitive here. Vehicle crash offense. It's a good start here with the new wheel. Oops. Yeah. So it doesn't... Okay, a lot of things to talk about. Let's calm down. Let's actually get... Whoa. Okay. Let's get to the new job here. I think it might take a while to adjust to this wheel. Safe to say. Not the best start there. $400 vehicle crashing offense in the first couple minutes here. But what I was trying to say before I so adroitly crashed into that vehicle that was pulling out there was that one of the things, if you recall, and what I'd always been struggling with Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator, was the panning left and right with the views here. And what I've discovered is that was a function of the old wheel. I could never fix it. I tried, probably spent 2 hours over the course of the time I've been driving it. It always scrolled slowly. Whoa, this is so fast. And now with the new one here, it just zips left and right, which is so much better. It's going to take a while to get used to it. And I've noticed the turning sensitivity seems a little bit sluggish to me. So I feel like I have to turn more to get the same amount of turning. So that's going to be something I'll probably have to either tweak in the settings. I'm not sure quite how you do that. The brake as well, you really have to press the brake on this 920. So some things to get used to, but all in all, I'm really liking it so far. I mean, this is literally the first 5 minutes I've driven. I have not tested it other than going back and forth inside the garage to try to get the shifter to work. It took me about a half an hour to get the shifter to work. I had to go into the input wizard and then the advanced settings before I could get the shifter to work correctly, because I was shifting. And that's another question I actually have for you. But let's go up and get the job here first, and then we'll chat a little bit more. So we'll see you as soon as we pick this up. So the brakes here are definitely less responsive than before. I want to see if I can tweak that sensitivity on the brakes, because yeah, it's a little bit there. I really cranked on the brakes to get down to speed here. So here is our Air France cargo medical vaccines. We're going to go deliver these to the central part of France here. Let's get hooked up and then get going. So let's go around here. So yeah, it feels like I really have to turn the wheel to get the same amount of turning torque. So, whoa, the brakes do seem a little bit slower here. So let's check out. I am, on the whole, though, very much liking this. Let's get backed up, get our vaccines hooked up here. All right. There we go. Let's take a look at them. Alrighty. There's a little bit of a risky cargo here, I suppose, with the new wheel here. But 6-hour journey. Whoops, we're going to go forwards now. 6 hour and 15-minute journey. We'll get going here, and then we'll check it out. But yes, so the things I've noticed offhand again. One, I'm hoping that with the old wheel that I had, I mean, that was 13 years old and stuff like that. One of the problems with it was that it just was constantly disconnecting from the game. This is, yeah, I really got to turn it. I might try to tweak this a little bit on the way, because it's a little bit hard here. I really have to rotate the wheel so much farther to make a turn than I think I should have to rotate. So I might tweak that setting and see if I can tweak the brakes here a little bit. because I just really have to mush on the brakes to get the truck to stop. And I have read that about these. I've read that you have to really kind of push the brakes a while, but I imagine there's a sensitivity adjustment there somewhere to help with that. We don't want to go that way. We're going to go this way. I'm liking how it handles, though. I like how it locks to the table better. It just feels like the old one always felt like it was going to fall off. And it just feels more sturdy. It feels just like it's a better wheel here, which, I mean, it's, you know, the technology's advanced a decade since the old one that I had here. Go around this little rotary here. Spit out the other side. And the looking left and right is so much nicer now. And on the old wheel, too, one of the things I noticed was that looking left and right, every once in a while, it would glitch and it would just center back. And so I'd have to press on it again and press on it again and stuff like that. But this one now, it's just so quick. It's a little bit too quick right now. I think I'll get used to it, but I'm just used to the slower one. So, but on the whole, yes, liking this quite a bit. So we'll get on the road here a little bit, and then we'll talk. It's been a while since I've done a Euro Truck Simulator 2 episode. Life's been kind of, I mentioned before, life's been a little bit busy, but now things have settled down. I'm hoping to make progress in both Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. So we'll see in a little bit as we get out on the highway here, as we cut through central France. Go! I saw this truck slowing down, and there was a car in the left-hand lane. Apparently, he didn't slow down, so $800 in fines. That's only a flesh wound, though. I hope we didn't damage the vaccines, but... So we got a little bit under 4 hours left. The weather has turned on us here a little bit. We're now driving in rain. I've adjusted the steering sensitivity. You're going to see how that works. I couldn't find anything to adjust the brake pedal sensitivity. I did try to reduce the dead zone on it, but that doesn't seem to have helped yet. So that might be something to kind of figure out. If anybody knows how to get... Because I really have to hit the brakes. I feel like I'm cranking on the brakes in order to be able to stop the truck, which is... not the way it used to be. One thing, speaking of the pedals though, one thing I am liking with these 920 pedals compared to the older Logitech pedals I had, this one doesn't move. This is just a lot sturdier. So the older pedals I had, I used to constantly, every 15-20 minutes of driving, I'd have to kind of reach down with my left foot and kind of pull the whole floor assembly back so that it wasn't sliding forward. So, you know, usually in like an hour drive, I'd probably have to move it maybe 2 times or something like that. We're kind of sliding down forward. So that was a pain, but this one doesn't move at all. It's just much sturdier, which is great. So yeah, all in all, liking it. Just got to kind of figure out some of the settings and stuff like that. But it was so much easier to get it to connect to the game. The other one was just a mess like that. I mean, yeah, 13 years old, you kind of figure it's about had its time there. Although mechanically, it did seem to work really well. So we're kind of chugging along. The other question I did have for people about the wheel, if you've got one of these or know people who have one, the other thing I was looking at was that H shifter, which is a separate thing that you can get to allow manual shifting. And I'm just using the automatic shifting right now, the automatic gears right now. So I go forward and the truck automatically adjusts into its 12 speeds and things. But I was thinking the H shifter might be nice to kind of start bringing in and then doing manual shift. Because this does have, unlike the previous pedals that I had, this does have a clutch assembly down on the floor too, so that'd be kind of interesting to try manual shifting. So I'm curious if people out there are playing the game and do have a wheel like this. Are you using the manual shifting for your with the clutch and things like that, or are you just doing the automatic shifting? Because the automatic certainly is easy and it seems to work fine. And I think most trucks now are automatic shifting, right? They don't still manually shift, do they? Like if you're a real truck driver, do you still do manual shifting, or just it's all automatic? I would think it's all automatic now, right? But never having driven a big truck like this, I confess I don't know. But anyway, we will move on a little bit more here. We got about 3 hours left in our drive now, and we'll check in as we got a little bit under 2 hours left. It's fun to get back into the game, and I'm enjoying trying this new wheel too. This is really fun. So see you in a little bit. So we have a little over 2 hours left, and it's 7 p.m. now on Thursday, game time. We could use some gas, I suppose, and we also... oh, that's a mark. Yeah. So it's just not braking fast, as we can tell. I've also got the force feedback turned on. That was pretty cool. So I could feel that one. Yep, didn't damage anything, I hope, though. Check it out here. But let's get some gas here to start out. I feel like it's going to take me a little while to get used to this, so probably have to be a little bit more cautious here. But we got to go grab some sleep because we're also tired, so we're pulling off here to get gas and sleep. Did we damage the truck at all here? Are we doing F5? Is that it? No, that's not it. Well, I forget which one's which here. So let's go. We're going to cut this truck off. That one's the one we want. F6, F7. No, there it is. Oh, 7% damage on the front here. It's going to be an expensive delivery. I mean, we haven't damaged the vaccines, which is good. We're saving lives and stuff like that. But taking 7% damage on the front of the truck here. Yeah, I have to almost put like all my body weight into the brakes here. That doesn't feel quite right. So if anybody knows how to adjust the sensitivity on the brakes, that would be cool. Fortunately, our other drivers here are making us a lot of money. So we're in pretty good shape with that regards. Let's get our lights on, high beams on, and we've got about, what, 2 hours left to go now on this one? Because without the insurance, like an American Truck Simulator, 7% damage on the truck's probably going to be a few thousand, right? I mean, I think we'll still make money, right? Because I think we're making 20,000, and our drivers here are just racking up the money. We're over 108,000 now, so that's a good sign. But with about 2 hours left, now we got, what time is it now? 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll probably get a sunrise pretty soon. 1.44 is out. This is my first drive with 1.44, and I don't think we're really in a stretch of road where we're going to see anything different. But in this one, Austria would be have redone. There's a new trailer you can pick up. Curious if people have tried out some of the new features. And I think in both American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator with 1.44, it now records when you find a hidden road. But I didn't know that there were hidden roads in Euro Truck Simulator 2. I don't think I've ever found one. At least I haven't found one and known about it. Are there any in France or something? If you know where one is, or you have found one, I suppose there's a place you could go and you could look them all up. And yeah, I'm not sure that's something. I'm not sure if I want to discover them, or I want to kind of just have someone tell me where they are, because I imagine some of them are pretty hard to find. You'd probably have to do a lot of searching around, but it'd be kind of cool to stumble onto one on our own here too. But anyway, yeah, if I'm curious to people, how are people liking 1.44? You driving a lot with it? Still looking for an event. We haven't had an event since Christmas now, so it's been quite a while here. Hopefully we'll get one soon here. We think some kind of a June event at least. But yeah, and I'd like to go check out the Austria we work for a while now too, because they've done, I think, redone some of the cities in Austria. We probably should get one of those trailers and start using those as well. So lots of things to do. But our drivers here are making money, which is good. So we'll keep chugging along here a little bit. We got about an hour and 20 minutes left to go before we get to our final destination in Bourges here. And then we'll see you as we get closer. So about 18 minutes left. Looks like, oh, I get it now. I thought it was 4 o'clock in the morning. It's only 3:45 in the morning. I'm wondering why the sun hasn't gone up and why the time hasn't changed. But I'm looking at the wrong place on our, whoa. Looking at the wrong place on the HUD here. So still not quite used to the new one yet. So a lot of new, there's like driving a new game with these different mods that are installed and now a new wheel. It's going to take a while to get used to it, but challenge accepted. I did find in the Logitech G Hub settings for the brake pedal sensitivity, and I adjusted it. It was at 50, which is the default out of 100. So I adjusted it to 75, and I'm curious to see how, I feel like it's making a little bit of a difference, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm not sure if you have to kind of quit the game before that happens. Yeah, that's a little better, I think, maybe. So I want to adjust the wheel sensitivity there too, I think. Because the turning does feel like I really have to crank around on it. But, ooh, we can fix our truck over there too, which would be good. Do that right after we back this in. First parking challenge with the G920. I wonder how we're going to do here. This could be interesting. Our drivers did make a lot of money too, though. Oh, yeah. That was better. That wasn't too bad. I might still make it a little bit higher here. I was hoping for a 90. Confirm right there. All right. Now, I was getting a tip here that said, when you drive, get your cab all the way past the parking spot before you turn it around. And that will line up the trailer with the back of the parking spot, and you don't have to screw around with it so much. So let's see how this works. That did not work very well for me. I don't, yeah, it didn't work very well for me, huh? All right, I think I'm gonna line this up again here. Be right back. Oh, can I make it? Should we challenge accepted? I don't think there's any way I can swing around that and swing it in. That'd be cool. Let's try it. So we're here. Now we want to go completely the other way. That's not going to work. I'm totally butchering this. All right, we're going to reset, reset, reset. So first attempt with this new wheel, total fail, but we're going to get better. Yeah, especially the turning, I think I'm going to have to adjust the my understanding of how the turning here works. We're going to go around now a little bit here. And there we go. Whoops. I am not used to this new wheel. So yeah, it's like total noob driver again. I'm going to adjust the setting, the sensitivity on the steering wheel in between this and the next episode too. So all in all, I'm liking the wheel, but as you can tell, we've got some settings to adjust. I also want to put one of these XY buttons and make that a centering for the view button too. That'll help, I think. Pull it back right on. But I think this is going to work. We're going to go past this now, and then we should be able to pull right in with this truck here. So we'll get it. Attempt number 2. So let's go here. Now we're going to pull it past with the cab and turn over here. And now we're going to turn left so we can see off the back. And we are lined up perfectly, right? We just go like that. All right. Feeling pretty good here. Put it in back. Right in. And I'm sure it's going to take a while to adjust to the American Truck Simulator driving experience too. But all in all, I'm really excited about this new wheel. I think it's going to be fantastic once I get used to it and once I get the settings all set up. If anybody does have any kind of tips on how to set the settings up or anything like that, that would be great. But I am definitely thinking it's going to be a big step forward. If anything, I mentioned before, no. Didn't see that. Just practice. There we go. That should be right in there. Oops. Perfect. Home we are. So, vaccines in place. And I'm going to take a quick screenshot here, then we'll check this one out. Alrighty, so let's see how much money we get. I wonder how much it's going to be. We'll go over after this too, and let's see how much it's going to be to repair our truck here. But a little bit of a, I think part of it too is I was looking at, I think the last episode was in April. You're going to get level 31. No, so close. So it's feeling like I'm rusty and adjusting to the new wheel. But now a lot of side projects and other work-related stuff is kind of leveled out. So I'm looking forward to more episodes coming up here. We've now got 148,000. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this money. I think we want to get a couple more trucks here. But let's go over now and see how much it is to repair this. There's a garage nearby, so I will go get us in line with that, and then we'll see when we get there. Take a guess as to what you think it's going to be to cost to repair. 7% damage on this truck. It's just like a minute away here. We'll see when we get there. So I'm so used to turning in a certain way. Having to turn twice as much is throwing off my coordination. That's why I'm hitting all these things. And the braking, it's just not the same sensitivity. After driving, what, 100 hours? Or more than, about almost 200 hours in Euro Truck Simulator and over 100 hours in American Truck Simulator, it's going to take a while to adjust these habits. I better figure out what those sensitivity settings are. Let's see what service is. 7,000? How much is it? 9,000 in repair. Oh my goodness, we really racked up a lot of stuff. Well then, easy come, easy go. I think we made about 20, so overall about 11. Counting fines, about 10,000. So not our best performance today. If you have any tips with the 920 wheel on how to adjust the settings, greatly appreciate them. In particular, the wheel sensitivity and the brake sensitivity. Those two seem to be the ones that I want to work on more. If you have enjoyed this, we have a new series starting with SnowRunner. And we're doing it now on hard mode. So I'll put a link to that up there. Of course, then you could also check out episode 92, which should come out shortly here on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. See you again soon. Bye.